As a game developer, I know 90% of game development is incredibly boring, but the other 10% is completely addictive. So let's build a game. First things first, I can't start my day without coffee. I made a fresh cup and I tried my hand at some latte art. Let me know if you like it by hitting that like button. There is a phase in every single game's development where it just looks bad. The art is missing, the animation are janky, and the mechanics are held together by duct tape and hope. Today, I'm working on my current prototype, and my only goal is to push it from a mess of idea into something actually playable. I sat down this morning and wrote out a checklist of features I needed to implement to make the core gameplay loop function. Looking at it now, and I was definitely overly optimistic. I'm not sure if I can actually finish all these today. But in indie dev, you have to start at the top and make your way down. So let's do it. First one on the list was adding the ability to cancel a building unit. This is a massive UX thing. If the player tried to hire soldier and he wants to cancel, or even there is no money to buy any soldier, he can't close the UI at all. No right click, no escape button, no anything. And because of that, they are going to get incredibly frustrated. Likely, this was one of those rare moments in game dev where things just work on the first try. I didn't need to overcomplicate the architecture. I just jumped into the main update method and I added a listener for right-click input trigger and just called the cancel function that already exists. No weird edge cases, no null reference exception, it just worked. It's always a huge relief to start the day crossing something off the list in under an hour. I learned this in hard way. Start your day with easy thing will keep you motivating to do more. The second task is where things got a lot more technical. I wanted to add a specific soldier unit to the officer base that just throw grenades. I want this base to be interesting, not just a passive structure, but an active part of your defense that help thin out of the zombie hordes. Plus, having a Grenadier opens up a really clear upgrade path for the player later on. You upgrade the base, maybe the explosion radius gets bigger, or the cooldown drops. Actually, making this work took a solid chunk of time. Getting projectile to work properly in Unity, calculating the impact point and triggering the area of effect damage required some tweaking to get the feel exactly right. It's working as expected now, and it feels super satisfying to watch a group of zombies get blown back. But the soldiers still throw grenade even the zombie very close to it. And it's not look like good, so in the future I will make sure this Grenadier not throw grenade if the target near distance of it. Just very easy simple thing to check the vector 3 distance between the soldier and the target. And by that, the grenade soldier task is done. Task number 3 is something I have been heavily looking forward to. I have been studying a game called Thronefall recently and I love how clean their base building is. I wanted to emulate that feeling for my medic base. My vision was you build a central flag and around that flag you can build medical tent and beds. I tried using AI to help the logic, but the results were just messy and didn't fit my current system. So I had to pivot. Right now, as a placeholder, I'm literally using 3D models of rope and some benches just to represent the space. And instead of central flag controlling everything, I made every single tent function as its own individual building object. At first, I thought this was a compromise, but it actually turned out to be a better design choice because they are separated buildings. The zombie will target and attack each building individually before they go inside. And this will make the game strategy more interesting. And this is what actually I managed to do for the day. As you can see, I couldn't finish the final task, which is upgrading the tier system. The goal here is to link the building upgrades directly to the main base tier. So if your headquarters is tier 2, your defenses can only reach upgrade tier 2. While upgrading the headquarters to tier 3, yeah, your other buildings can reach the upgrade tier 3. It sounds simple, but tracking all buildings and different prefabs and saving that data state is going to take a lot of time, and I'm out of time for today, so I will push it for tomorrow. While I'm looking at what I just did for today or what I just recorded, I will feel that people or the game developer that watching this video will feel game development is boring while the game is still not appeal. There is no particle effects, no sound design, the UX is very simple and gray boxes, so the people can't see the vision. In fact, I want to make a whole dedicated video for this topic very soon. But as a game dev, you know this is the most critical part of the process. You need to build the ugly and boring foundation before you build the beautiful house on top of it. If the core loop isn't fun with the gray boxes, adding 4K texture will not save it. If you are a game developer or just someone curious to see this messy and ugly part of the game development, please leave a like. And if you are curious to see my journey to turn this prototype to a playable game, please consider to subscribe to see the next videos. And if you want to watch more, you can watch this video. And see you in the next one.